And we're back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. I'm your host, Ben Haggerty, aka Ben Reverse World. And this is episode 36. Today, our special guest is Post Malone's personal photographer and videographer, Adam DeGross. Yup, Adam is a goddamn Black with No Cream alumni at this point. This is actually his third time being on the Black with No Cream podcast. He's the only guest to have ever done 2 episodes, and now he's done a third, which is crazy. But I had to bring him back because his story keeps getting crazier and crazier. Adam is an award-winning concert photographer based out of Minneapolis. He has worked with artists like A$AP Ferg, Suicide Boys, Lil Peep, and brands like Beats by Dre, PBR, Rolling Stone Magazine, and many more. In this episode, we describe how his life changed by meeting Post Malone. So there's a lot of info about that shit. If this is your first time tuning into the podcast, you're probably wondering, what does Black with No Cream stand for? Black with No Cream is a private content creator group fueled by caffeine, or at least I take my coffee Black with No Cream, but you can drink or not drink whatever kind of caffeine you fuck with and still be a part of our community. We are a private group on Facebook open to creators of all kinds, aka if you make videos, if you're a photographer, if you do marketing, management, editing, dancing, etc., 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 all creators are welcome. This is a community of people trying to figure it out, empowered by a lot of people who have figured it out. Our group has been growing rapidly. We've got a shit ton of members working together every day. They're sharing content, they're asking for feedback, passing tips and tricks along to one another with the goal of becoming the most epic fucking creators on earth. You can join our group if you want to by going to bwnc.com/join. We would love to fucking have you. Please join. And that's it. Enjoy the work week. Keep creating. Make sure to tune in every single Wednesday and Sunday for a new Black with No Cream episode. And without further ado, I bring to you my interview with Adam DeGross and the most epic podcast intro ever created right motherfucking now. And disclaimer, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to create like a cool intro video that plays over this cool audio for the intro, but I still haven't done that yet. So for now, it's just a video of me and Adam, and we're staring at the camera. So.
Attention.
If you stop this podcast recording at any time, you will die.
I don't want to die.
Do you want to live?
You have 24 hours to share this podcast with 5 people or you will die.
I'm kidding, you won't die. You're just weak shit for not sharing.
And the winner of the best motherfucking podcast goes to...
Black with No Cream.
What do you think?
It's so fucking dumb and so fucking Ben Haggerty.
I knew you would say that. And we are back with another Black with No Cream podcast. You know what? This is funny. This is a funny fucking episode. You know, let's like kind of sit towards the cameras. We got a little vibe here. I have a friend that has been on the podcast. I repeat, has been on the podcast. This is now his 3rd fucking time. Adam DeGross, everyone. Adam DeGross. Minneapolis-based concert photographer. This dude is touring with, has been shooting with Post Malone for like the greater half of 2018.
Yeah, since
something like that.
The day Beer Bongs and Bentleys came out was
my
like first day.
Yeah, greater half of 2018.
Yeah.
You've been with him nonstop. And prior to that, shot for like A$AP Ferg, shot for Lil Peep, RIP. But what's funny is that this podcast is the story of Adam. We've been documenting your story this whole time because as the second episode, the second to last episode ends with us talking about you going to shoot for Post, right?
Yeah, I was going to the Lil Peep, the Lil Peep Memorial, and then the next day, it was Post Malone at the same festival, and I was invited to shoot that, but like I was really just going out for the Lil Peep thing,
right? And you just happened to be there.
Stuff was kind of like secondary, but like it just happened. It's crazy. Man. Then we talked about it. We said
we did.
I want you to be able to find it, but it's. You said manifest it. You know, say who you want to work with. And I said Post Malone.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So we talked about it, and then I think even after the podcast finished, we finished the episode, and we were driving. I think I was driving. We were driving back to my house or something, and you were like, "Yeah, I don't know. Should I text him? Maybe I should say what's up. I'm in LA." Like, I'm like, bro, he just requested you to shoot his concert. Like, shoot him a text. And you're like, and then now you guys are like fucking best friends.
It's crazy. It's funny. Yeah, I really was like, I was like,
you were mad nervous.
I was super nervous. I was like, do you want to like hang out?
Yeah.
It was stupid.
That shit was tight though, because he ended up, you know, you sent him a text. I Did he even respond? Who knows? He didn't respond. But I was like, yo, what's gonna go wrong? Like, you're gonna text this dude. He already gave you his number and shit. He likes you. But fast forward to now, you've literally traveled the world with this fucking guy.
It's nuts.
And he's tagging. When Post posts Adam's photos, he fucking just puts by Adam DeGross. Like, he tags him.
For the culture. For the photo culture.
Adam has gone somewhere where no man has ever gone before.
I know, huh?
I had to, like, fucking break Q's leg to make him do that shit. I was like, yo, come on, man. Please tag me on this shit, please. And then he started doing it for after the first one he fucked up, I was like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
But, like, that's a challenge. I know a lot of people struggle with getting, you know, artists or brands or whatever it is to kind of collaborate in that sense, to, like, actually tag you out or whatever.
Yeah.
But
and credit. People
don't understand it's like a fucking currency. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it really is. I mean, like, it like, let's say, even now, if he just tags me in the picture with no photo by at Adam DeGross, I get like 10.
Nothing.
But now, if he does photo by at Adam DeGross, it's crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And I think people think they're like, yeah, no, I tagged you in the actual picture. Now videos have tags, which fucking sucks.
And then it sits in the bottom, and it's just ugly the whole video.
Mad ugly, and it's like, no one's clicking that shit. Like, why would I want to click it? Then it might shut off the sound. So, you know what I mean? It's
it's too
a terrible
much.
idea.
Yeah.
So people just kind of undermine that shit. But so I just want to, because I know you got a shit ton of new fans. Your Instagram literally has fucking pedal to metal.
I think it's probably gone up 200,000 since
literally.
last time.
What are you at right now? Like
250.
Swag.
Like 2.
Yeah, he had like 50-some followers. I remember it being like, oh, cool, this is dope that Adam's got like a guapa followers. And when we do the podcast, maybe we'll get some listeners. And now you've got like fucking 250,000 people paying attention to
nuts.
you. No, it makes sense. It's sick. And the way you've been capturing posts, I think the fans really respect the art in it. And obviously understand that he does too, which is dope. So shout out to you, bro. You fucking finessed the plug.
It was crazy. It's really surreal still.
Yeah.
So it's like my job, my life now.
Before we talk about how that all came to, what I was going to say, I guess originally was your new fans that are listening need to understand that, because we always ask, like, tell if you have questions, like, ask us. And a shit ton of the questions were like, how did Adam get his start in photography? How did you do all this shit? And me and Adam have gone into depth on that in prior episodes.
Like 2-hour-long episodes of that, like the real struggle and the grind. And
his story is crazy as fuck. So if you are listening, if you're new to this podcast, you need to go back and listen to Adam's story in part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, part 1 for sure. Like, if you really want to know, like, my come up story, I guess.
The come up is crazy.
Or like when I was still struggling, like, it's kind of crazy to, like, because it's such a time capsule. It's like I'm working at a grocery store. Like, I sound even like really depressed when I'm talking at certain points.
Because I was sitting there listening to him like, man, this guy just went on tour with ASAP Ferg. Why are you working at a fucking grocery store?
Yeah,
right
I'm
now,
just
bro?
like, oh, I can't do it yet. Like, it's cool.
Even in the second episode,
the second one I still had a job too.
He still was working at the grocery store, which is nuts.
And then that was a little peep stuff, and that was still kind of it was sad.
It was sad.
But this one's like, it's crazy how it's gone from.
But I mean, people most like just fucking slingshotted your ass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Isn't that crazy?
I'll tell you a crazy story about that. The Peep stuff, I still think Lil Peep got me this job with Post, 100%. Like, not gonna lie, because one of Post managers is a huge Lil Peep fan,
right?
And then that's how I got the attention
just from that,
from the Lil Peep stuff when Peep was still alive. And then he was kind of following me, Bobby, one of the Post managers.
Shout out to Bobby.
Yeah, shout out Bobby Greenleaf. Then he liked my punk photos. He started showing Post secretly, I guess, and that's when it was kind of going. And like, my name was getting thrown around and to do little jobs and stuff. But then when Pete passed, Post got my photo of Pete tattooed on him.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then so instead of going to the Peep show that I was going to go to, it was a memorial for him at the festival. And then I met Post, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I'm going to do your photos today." And we just talked, and I'd like talked about punk for a little bit. Then I was like, "I'm also that dude who did the Lil Peep thing," and he was like, "Oh, dude, crazy, like blah blah." And then I did the photos at Rolling Loud, and I sent him a photo really quick, and they posted it like immediately. He was like, "Oh, this is amazing, like a great photo," like, and they posted it like right off the jump. And then the Super Bowl happened in Minnesota, and he had a few shows there. Post
during the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like
during the Super Bowl, like super, like like the
Yeah.
exclusive ones. And so then I saw him like 3 more times, like really quickly after that, and like the Peep stuff was still going and this and that, but I still did the photos for him, and then they all turned out great. And then that's when the tour was starting to get talked about, and then that's
Fucking
how it
crazy,
happened,
bro.
Yeah, and it was definitely, I'm guarantee you, it's because of Lil Peep.
I believe it.
Yeah,
like
it was
think
just,
about the timing and the way that all played out, and like for if you, to summarize Lil Peep, and again I'm telling you, this shit's in depth. We talk about it really well in like the second podcast. But Pete, you were shooting for Pete. Pete passed away. Adam had so many photos that had been unreleased.
Yeah,
and
there's still some.
Tons. Like, and he's been rolling them out on his Instagram, and the fans like fucking are losing it because it's just such great imagery of this dude. And he passed way too early, and I think that you're right. Like, I think he really did just like slingshot your ass into that situation.
I mean, even like when we were talking, like me and some of his friends, with, like, he's still giving back to his friends, the people that were like close to him,
Right.
And like, me and him had plans to do stuff, but it's crazy that if he didn't pass, I'd be with Pete right now for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. I'd be like his guy. But it's just crazy, just really wild.
He didn't leave you empty-handed, which is hard.
No, for sure. He was just like, and then, his producers, his friends, his, what, even like, merch, whatever, everybody, like everybody's still doing well because Pete really, like, he's still giving back to like his people that, I don't know.
I remember you even telling me like, yo man, I think I'm going to go on Peep's like world tour, which is like, think about this. At that time, you had done like a little bit of touring. You've done a ton of show photography in Minnesota, but it's never been like travel photography. And that was going to be the first one. And then the first one ends up being a Post Malone tour that's like massive as fuck.
2 month long.
2 month string of just like Europe. What'd you do? Europe?
We did US 2 months. 2 months in the US.
Yeah.
And then we shortly did Europe right after, and then Japan, and then Europe again.
Damn, you were in Japan?
Yeah.
Why did I not know that?
I don't know. Europe again. Festivals in America, everything. It just, and then like commercials, of awards, everything.
He's a fucking superstar.
Yeah, it's been every weekend I've had. So I've just been with them since almost, the jump.
So then how much time have you been spending, I know we just skipped all of it, but it's like now that
we'll go back to it.
Yeah. But now that you're like, tour is not happening right now, right?
No, but where I just got back from a Post Malone event.
Yeah, literally right now.
Right now,
we were supposed to record this shit at 9:00, and it's now 10:40 that we're getting this jump off. But he's like just did a commercial, and shit runs late out here in Hollywood, people.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, you're always busy with him. And tomorrow you're flying back to Minnesota. So when are you gonna move to LA? Is the question people want to know.
Nah, not for a while. No, not for a while.
I guess you got that direct flight, huh?
Yeah,
That's pretty nice.
Cool. I mean, it's so cheap in Minnesota.
Yeah, it is.
And people
cheap
there, and just.
No, you're right. If you can, I wish I could have finessed that way. In where I lived, it was too much of a pain ass. I'd have to drive to like 3 hours in Minnesota, fly to LA, whatever, and then like, I don't know, it just doesn't work. And if I was in Iowa, I don't know if I would have gotten like to tour with Beyonce and or to do her Coachella performance. Like if I was. Oh, another day. I don't know. It's tough.
It's like one of those things where it's like I hit that pinnacle of like where like I don't know where else I can really go. I could do something, but I'm just right now. I'm like,
right.
I'm good if I'm in Minnesota. I can.
Yeah, and I guess it's not as long as he's not demanding like every single day while he's off tour too. You're good. You know what I mean?
Great. Yeah, he's super cool about photos.
So all right, let's jump back. So you get to go. You do the shit in Minnesota for Super Bowl, and are you kind of building a relationship with him at that time?
Yeah, like he was a fan of my photos. Like he knew certain ones, and we just became like kind of friends. You know, like I wouldn't be like, oh, we're best friends like off the jump, but like
it's just starting to build like a relationship, and that's like the best shit when you're doing photography. It's like to have a connection with them and to build it out. So then, what was kind of like, your first realization, like, I'm going on tour? Was it like, did you ever imagine that he was going to probably pull you on tour, or did you kind of get hints from his squad? Or
I got hints, and then I kind of put it out there that I'd be like, well, you know, it was starting to, we were like, it was kind of dancing around it. Like I was doing it, they were doing it. Like me and Bobby are friends, and Bobby kind of runs that little like section of his, you know, Post Malone world.
Right.
And I remember I was at a show and Bobby kind of called me. He was like, "Hey dude, like Post approved that you go on tour." I was like, you know, it's like, we're going to get you in contact with Kurt, another guy, you know, like, oh, you got this far. Like, it's, you know, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
you know, we'll send in your stuff. We'll get you going. Right? And I remember I was at a show and I was like, in the back room, I was like pacing and like, I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Because I knew I was going to have to quit my job. I knew it was going to be a long tour. I knew like everything. Like it was all like, I saw the dates. I knew what it was.
Yeah,
you know?
It was a real thing. It was real. Super real.
Yeah. And I'm his first ever photographer. He's never had one before me.
Damn, really?
Yeah. From what I've been told.
Shit.
I know there's like people that have been around, but not like an official like.
His guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've been told.
Right.
You know, there might be some person listening who's like, "Oh no, I was for a week," but I don't know.
Sit down.
Yeah. But I'm basically been his. Yeah, I'm like his first guy.
So I know, you know, obviously the Black with No Cream community is like, and you're in it. Thanks for being in it. Everyone wants to be in our position, I feel like.
Yeah.
And a majority of people. I'm not saying like we're the only lane of video and photo that you could go, but I know a lot of people want to tour with artists and travel the world with their cameras. So like, what would be some advice that you could give to anyone that's trying to do what you were doing in the situation of getting asked to go on tour? Because the problem I know for all of us, like I face this shit, is when you get asked to go on a tour. Like when I got asked to go on Q's tour, immediately was like, fuck, that can change my life. How do I get my money?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
Money is like, I mean, it was just, that was a big deal to me. It was like, oh wow, I'm actually gonna get paid. You know, like I'm not gonna say how much or how, like, you know, I'm not rolling in money, but I'm not doing bad. You know,
Right.
And even in the beginning, it wasn't, you know, it was just like, oh, it was more of a, you know, I got paid well to do it, but it wasn't like, you know, it became like a real job, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, I guess the best, do you want like advice or like,
like I guess in your situation for this tour, were they offering you the rate or did you offer your rate to them?
They said
their budget,
they threw out a budget. You know, I'm saying like, you know, he's a huge artist, but they might not have a budget for this, then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, their money is divvied out.
But they gave me a number and it was, you know, more than it was fair, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, that's great, you know?
Right.
It's great. It was super cool. I was like, wow.
Send it.
Yeah, send it.
Send that shit.
Send it.
So, because
I say that on tour all the time.
Oh, no, right? We did all the time. We would always do it like when me and Dave would be filming and like Beyonce would be like in the middle of the stage. Do you guys have on your tour, how big are the venues? What are you guys playing in?
I'd say.
Is he doing theaters?
No, it's like 22,000.
It is.
It was
amphitheaters, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys? So then you have like IMAX or like the big video screens behind.
Yeah.
So like, you have your crew that's shooting that shit, and then there's always like this like battle between like us getting in their shots. You know what I mean? Do you ever have to deal with that shit?
Me, no. Like I don't really.
So here's what's interesting about this is that I think that I normally never would have understood that there's like this battle between us and like the house camera guys that are filming the show for the crowd.
Oh yeah.
And the BTS guys, right?
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly. Yep. Never mind.
You feel it?
I just sometimes I get mad at them because I'm like, you're in my shot, you know,
right.
not in like a bad way, but I'm just like, God, all right, I know you're working. I know you're a big part of it because like people are relying on seeing that, and I'm being stupid, like I'm being selfish.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm like, this is about me.
I know.
I want that. You're in my lighting right now.
It's literally like that like give and take, and it was funny because we'd always be like, because when I did first I went to Coachella, and when I was doing that, it was BTS. I was doing like documentary type filming or whatever. I wasn't shooting the show. Then I switched into, you're now doing the Steadicam operation for the show that everyone will see on the screen.
That's so crazy.
I swapped worlds though. So I got to hear like the show, like all the dudes on cameras, like the OGs that have been filming live concerts since fucking, you know what I mean? Like Guns N' Roses and shit. Like they have all these cool stories. I hear them like see our BTS guys and be like, God damn it, there they are again. What? Get out of our shot. Get them out of the shot. They're in the... You know, it's like that constant thing. And I hear it. And I also felt it because I'd be like shooting. I'm like, fuck, that photographer is like...
You feel the eyes on you?
Yeah. Like I could... No, they were like ruining my shot.
Oh,
and so I'm thinking of my shot. And I'm like, damn, they're in it. But at the same time, that's me. So I don't really... I'm not mad at it. But I now understand. And then during the tour, like we would be like, all right, send this shit. And we'd just send it. And like we'd have like big sends or super sends. And that's like when we really went out.
That's so funny.
Yeah, dude, that shit was tight.
I'm pretty mindful of where I'm at on stage. You know, I don't, you know, because I don't want to be. That would be the worst thing in the world if I got in someone's way from our crew.
Right.
But then like, I'm pretty solid on knowing where like, I'm at. You know.
Once you learn the show, it's like kind of you understand like where to be and where not to be. We built a relationship with like Mark, our show director, and so I'd be like, Mark, was that in your shots tonight? He'd be like, yeah, but do whatever. You know what I mean? Or like one time I wore like short sleeves and short shorts or like red shorts or something, and I did a super send at the beginning when J and B like walk out, and I'm like right behind them behind their hands, and you just see my bare white legs like bleeding, and think about that like. Super send.
Yeah. Well, see, it's funny because like it's kind of up to me. You know what we're like. What there's no like mission statement by like in the post show. It's just like, all right, go on stage and do your thing, or like.
So is it more like a rap show, like where you could walk up behind the like post and shoot?
I don't do that.
You don't?
That's just he's never told me not to, but it's always kind of been like my unspoken thing where it's like because he's the only one on stage. So if I go behind him, it's a big open
super
thing,
obvious.
And like sometimes they're just lights, or like, and then like the stage show when we had on tour, I would be like, I would have had to like, I'd probably fall, Yeah. It just, so I was always on the side.
Because there's like
or
fans
like in front.
And random shit and whatnot built in the stage.
So I'm like, but it's like, it's simple working with them. I like it because it's not like, oh man, I screwed. Like we don't have a team, like a media team either. It's just me.
Yeah.
It's like I'll shoot some video tonight, or I'll shoot photos tonight, or.
But they're just kind of like whatever you get is dope.
Yeah.
So then, what's been some of like, tricks to shooting the show? Like how have you found ways to shoot the show that obviously no one else could if they're in the fans' point of view, they can't shoot the show this way from being on stage, but like what were you doing, some stuff that you found tricks to shooting concerts? Like the problem with it is like you're doing it every night, it's the same fucking show. So you shoot it, you get all the banger shots, when the fucking god light's gonna be there and when he looks like a hero and all this shit. You shoot that 3 or 4 times and you're like, all right, how do I shoot this different? So what were you doing to kind of switch it up? Like were you challenging yourself or
I would goals? I liked I really like going, like I didn't like just like sit on stage, like because like I can just be on the stage fine, but like those photos were never even really used. Like he never really used that big like, oh, here's the crowd shot. He'd always like the crowd, like I'd always get the he'd always want it like his face or the microphone or this or that, and so I'd always go down in the pit and just shoot in the pit. Right, that was more fun to me.
Like texture shots and shit like that.
And then like but behind the scenes stuff was more of my go-to.
Dude, that's because that's what people. I mean, everyone sees the fucking show.
Yeah, they don't really. I mean, like they're cool. They're cool, like to like sprinkle in. But it's like.
So what's been some fun fucking? You shoot and see every artist ever. Post is friends with everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's been some standout moments, like artists that you met or
Justin Bieber coming in? It's pretty hard. That was cool. It's cool because he brings out like a lot of like punk and metal dudes, like people that like we once saw like. Zach Wilde. Really? And we got to go backstage with that and do like, he's like, for some people wouldn't know Zach Wilde, but he's like Ozzy Osbourne's guitar player. Right. Like, not like the original, but the new one, whatever. Yeah. But he also has a big metal band. But then like we'd bring out like this band Power Trip and they'd come and hang out.
Oh, like, because they're from the same town?
Yeah, but they're just
Dallas, right?
Yeah, he just likes them.
That's sick.
And it's cool. And I was like, oh, I'm friends with them. Like, here, I'll text the singer and you can come out. And they all came out and whatever. Or like stuff like that. It's just cool, you know. But like
Our punk band played with Power Trip.
Oh yeah, really?
I think in Texas, yeah.
Whoa.
It was crazy.
That's cool. That's what I'm saying. It's like but I mean, like, yeah, everyone will come out. You know, here's one of the dudes from, or like the guy who does that Virgil.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just comes at like, it's like, oh, that's him, or it's just everybody will come out to say what up to Post. You know,
So
Jimmy Fallon. We hung out.
Shit was tight.
Yeah, we went to like a bar and
Legend.
like an actual like just it was no real like he didn't have bring his security, like Post had his, but like Jimmy Fallon just came and like there was like 15 people there and like it wasn't staged. There was no like
they just went to go have a beer?
just hung out, and it was like an Irish bar and they just played music. And
in New York?
Yeah.
So fucking
nobody came. Nobody like told where we were. And it was just like a few regulars, some band that was like you could like play, like there was like instruments and people just come play.
That shit is so hard.
Yeah, and like he just
Kicked
it
it.
never got bigger than maybe 10 people. You know?
Yo.
It was cool.
So did you get to talk to Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah.
pick his brain and shit?
Yeah, it was super funny because I was they did like a little rap battle, like one of Post's friends and then Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
And one of Post, his name's Tyler, didn't do the best rap. It was just funny. I mean, like you can see it on TMZ. But then I backed him no matter what. I was like, he's my friend. I was like, like in front of like Jimmy Fallon, like in his face, and he was like, "What is happening?"
That shit's on TMZ?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That shit, and I don't like asking this stuff because it's like so cornball to be like, so when did you meet celebrities? But what I really want people to understand is the fact that we're two dudes from the fucking Midwest.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Finessed it all. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's really
I met
tight.
Nas the other day. Like he was hanging out.
Yeah.
That was so sick.
That's so fucking tight.
Yeah.
And it's cool too because it's like some people are like very like it happens to them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you're at the beginning stage where now you're seeing mad celebrities like
Yeah.
on the regular where you could actually like befriend them because you're in the circle. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like I mean, me and like Ty Dolla $ign are cool.
Right.
Like I'm like, oh, what up? Like I don't like geek. He's like, oh, what up, Adam? You know, like we'll just hang out and like sit and
fucking sick.
shoot the shit and talk about stuff. You know.
So what have been like some of the biggest challenges that you've had like since you started working with Post now, like as from past shows or like the tours and stuff that you did before, like what would you say is different now? Like are there challenges? Because it seems like it's so relaxed.
It's so relaxed. It's just what's so crazy, but it's so easy. You know, it's just easy to do.
So no pressure.
No pressure.
But at the beginning, what was
I was
the pressure?
scared. You know, I was like, but I could tell that he was cool about stuff. You know, like it was so like off the jump. It was just, you know, the one thing I got like nervous about was being the new guy. You know?
Yeah.
Because his crew has been with him since the jump. You know, like his like A party people.
Right,
you know,
right.
that's like his
Squad.
They've been there. You know, and then the crew people, they've been together for forever too. You know, like and then like they've all known each other, and I've been like I'm the absolute new guy.
Right.
You know, like I don't know these people. I don't know these people. I'm part of both camps, but technically, like when we're on tour.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't in Post bus.
Right.
I was in the crew bus, you know, like,
right.
because we had a whole bunch of them, and it wasn't like,
it's not enough room for everyone in the fucking bus.
Yeah, and so it's just like I was like straddling both worlds of like, you know, like,
gotta meet these people. And
I gotta hang out this and that, and then, but it was cool. Everyone became like a family now, you know. Obviously, you know, spend enough time together, but still, it was like that was the big thing for me was like getting like not awkward and being comfortable around people, you know. And then, but then like what photo wise, it was just figuring out his rhythms and what he likes to do and not do and blah blah blah.
What camera were you shooting with on the tour?
My Sony A7R2.
The 2?
Yeah, the 2.
Oh yeah, because the third one came out like
I know. I want to get it.
You do?
Yeah.
I got it for this last tour, and comparative in the video to my A7S2, I ended up using that a shit ton more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was for video. The photos are probably I hardly shot photos on that whole tour. I shot some, but like the approval and all that shit. So a lot of them didn't make the cut. But like, look at my guy. He's tired. He's out here fucking back and forth on Minnesota time.
I'm on Minnesota time. I'm good though.
I think if you had to pick, actually. Oh no, you didn't tell anyone what was in your camera bag last time.
Yeah.
Still holding that secret. That's a secret?
Yeah. keeping it secret.
Whatever. You probably have one lens.
I
and
did.
you're rocking one lens still. That's right.
No, I have two now.
Well, when I had Robin on here the other day, who was B's photographer, and he said that he really preferred. He had multiple lenses and stuff on tour, but he liked putting a 50 and just shooting a 50 the whole show to like challenge himself into like seeing where he could be. He's like, sometimes you're fucked because you're too far away and it ain't gonna look good. Sometimes you're too close, you miss shots, but like when you do get the ones, like they're fucking nice. And so like, do you ever fuck around with? Because I would do it too on tour. I
switch around. I'll play around. I have different lenses now.
Yeah,
but
trial and error.
Yeah, I just.
Do you ever play new different ways of like shooting, like distortion tools and things like that? You never play with that stuff?
Just straightforward.
Shoot that shit the way you do.
Yeah.
You have like a very distinct style. Like I love it when you showed the after or the before of the peep photo, like the iconic peep photo, where you make all that shit like black.
Yeah.
Do you do that in Photoshop? Mm-hmm. It is in Photoshop? Okay, I didn't know if you were just like crunch mad blacks and.
No, yeah, I do that. I just pull it down.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking dope.
I didn't like cut them out.
But that's like your style.
Yeah.
Like I think that is very much your style of like when you see a photo and it's just got like this random backdrop is just completely solid or whatever. And it's a solid black or white or whatever. Yeah. That shit's dope. When did you start doing that?
I don't remember, but I liked it. I think I was just like screwing around a little bit with stuff. I don't know. I don't remember.
People tripped out when they saw the peep photo where it was like.
Yeah, people were like, what the hell? Like it was Matt Ox is in it. These people, it was like everyone was like, oh, we thought it was studio. And I was like, no, none of my stuff is studio. Like Post doesn't pose for photos. Like I can't get him to pose for photos.
Really?
I'll never beg him to do it. Yeah. And I don't like badger him. And like it's just like every photo you see is just Candid.
Even the ones where it's like you're tight on his face and shit?
Yeah, everything's Candid. All of it's Candid. I've gotten a pose maybe once. Like, and it was like for like a second.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then we did like a Beats photo like headset thing where he was just like, all right, here, done.
Because that's just not his thing or what?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's just not his thing. It's not like, I just don't ask, It's like, if I really could beg him to do it, like today we're in like a beautiful place and I could be like, could we do a photo shoot? But then it's like, that's extra work. Like, I'm just not going to do that. You know, like, it's cool. It's all Candid. So it's not like I'm posing him or it's just, that's what you see is him really honestly Candid photos of everything.
How do you feel being like a documentarian photographer? Like, cause as I am documenting your journey on the podcast, no, like that's what you do for artists. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the fact that you captured like, which is really dope. You set yourself up because it's like you discovered your niche, niche, and like you've created that lane, right? Like it'd be kind of weird if you started doing a different style of photography like right now.
No,
it wouldn't make sense. And this shit could be lifelong lasting. Like the way you're shooting right now, you really set it up. So. Was that your plan when you started shooting, or I
just didn't know how to take photos? Like I just was living it, Like, and when I first started taking photos, everything was so like it was like my punk stuff, So it was all like real. It was like the moment, Like it was just crazy, right? Like I would be like, oh, this like I'm not gonna walk up to these people pose for me. It was just like, oh snap, like punk photos, wild stuff, And I just carried it on to hip hop, and then it just comes with me. Not wanting to bug people almost where it's like, oh, let's set up a photo shoot. And my mind just doesn't work like in photo shoot ways. Like I could do it easily, but like setting up lights, doing this, pose like this. And I was like, meh. Yeah,
like the raw moments are more entertaining.
Yeah, I'd rather just do that and capture people in the way that they actually are,
What's your like family and homies back home thinking about what you've been up to right now?
Dude, it's crazy. It's honestly nuts. Like I'll go out and people will know who I am, especially in Minnesota. I'll go out here and people will know who I am.
Right. Yeah.
Or like here it takes like a little bit where like, oh, I have to be like in that like Post has to be around or like
and then you connect.
Or we're at a show or people like every photographer knows who I am at every show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like everyone's like, oh, like, and I'll get get like a tagged photo of like, oh, shooting Post Malone, saw Adam DeGross, took photos of him. Like they'll post really cool photos of me, which is like crazy,
super dope.
But like my parents think it's the coolest thing in the world.
I bet.
Honestly, it's like really cool.
Have they come to a show yet?
Not yet. We haven't been to Minnesota since.
Are you guys going there anytime soon? Is there a tour?
We announced the European tour.
Oh, cool.
All the other stuff I don't know about, but I'm assuming we'll be on tour, but I don't know anything about
that'd be fucking dope if you guys played at your hometown.
I know,
That shit's
it'd be
gonna
so
be
cool.
cracking.
Yeah,
You know what's
so
annoying
crazy.
about that is they're gonna have everybody hitting you up for that fucking guest pass.
I'll just write no.
What's your theory, or what's your thoughts on? All right, so are you allowed with post tour? For me, it was way difficult on the B&J tour to get people into the show. There's like our crew is like 400 plus people. So if you have everyone getting a friend in every night, it's like they're never gonna make money. So
and I'm assuming it sells out.
Yeah.
So they want to keep those seats.
And like it'd be like our VIP section or something, and like those would be given to like people who spend money or famous people or some shit. So then on yours, was it easier, like since you were kind of in the A party, you could get people, like if someone was like, yo, could I get in and shoot a show? Are you still able to allow people to come shoot shows? Or
yeah, that's the only people who I would get into shows was other photographers.
Yeah.
And they'd have to be like day one people.
Right.
You know, like, oh, I knew you when, you know, like if you were around at a show.
Yeah,
like, hey, I want
right.
to come take a photos. I'd be like, yeah, sure.
For sure.
You know, but it's like everyone else, I wouldn't want to go through that hassle of like,
trusting it. And like,
no, not even, or just being like, all right, well, I got to go talk to this person and that person. It's not like it was like the people I work with are super cool, but it would be like just.
It's always a hassle.
It's always like, oh, hey, dude, like I got hit up by my friend an hour before the show.
Yeah.
I know it's closed. Please, you know, like that, you know.
I don't think people understand that. How, like, I think on the smaller shows, like theater runs and stuff, it's a lot easier. Yeah,
it's pretty easy to do it, but like. Our guest list is kind of like, oh, it's, you know, we close at a certain time. I can't get you. You know, it's just people don't understand. Like, oh, why can't you just, you know, why can't you?
Right. Because I just fucking can't, man. It's fucking, it's not even about like having to go do it. It's just really the process. Like you have to go give that person that has access to like the VIP tickets. They have to go and load in your name into some fucking computer and add you to a list. And by that point, and if that person doesn't have it there, they're trying to call you and you can't answer. It's like really tough. But in the situations, have you ever like just randomly found someone that looked like they were on the come up? Have you ever given anyone like that?
Yeah, I've done it. I've done a few.
Is that shit the most rewarding?
Yeah, it's super cool.
I always like that.
Or I'll find a photographer in the pit that's like, hey, you know, like, well, I'll let them stay longer.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Because you guys do what, 3 songs and then it's over?
3 songs and out.
Yeah.
But, like, Incubus's photographer, he was super cool.
What?
Yeah, we did a festival with Incubus played.
Oh, tight.
And then, so, like, he was like, yeah, you can shoot Incubus if you want. I was like, cool. I was like, you can stay for post if you want, like, however long you want. Right. Whatever, screw it. And
that's, like, the best fucking feeling.
Yeah.
So did you get to shoot
cool.
Incubus?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. I saw that they followed me on Instagram.
That's so tight.
That's cool. I posted a Bad Brains photo, and they liked it. And I was
really?
Like, Incubus follow me? That's cool.
That's so dope.
Like, 6th grade me is excited.
Fucking jacked, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
They're still good. They're still a good band.
Yeah.
But that was crazy.
That's what I think is, we're in a position where I feel like it's cool. It's tough to do it all the time, and I feel like everyone assumes that you could pull those strings for people like hey, I DM'd you. Come on. Yo, you don't understand how many people DM.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I don't know what it's like for you because my shit's not even near what your shit is like. And I'm getting hit up all the fucking time, so I can't imagine on what your account and stuff.
It's I love like my fans and stuff like that, but sometimes I feel like my fans are just post fans,
right?
And they're just like, which is fine, you know, I don't care. Yeah. But it's like I think it's funny when I'll do like a Post Malone like photo, and then I'll do like a real crazy punk photo, right? And I'll see like the like
followers go away.
No, not go away, but it's like some post fans are like, you know, just regular people, you know, and then I'll post like a black metal photo with like a pig's head and the guy's eating it, and they're like, you know, they'll write me about like my soul being saved, about like Jesus should, you know, but it's just like, it's just random people. You know? I'm not saying they're post fans, but I could assume that they're newer fans, you know, that's just funny, you know.
That shit hilarious.
Yeah, because I love doing that where I'll post like, oh, you know, a real nice looking photo of a rapper, this rapper and this person, and also I'll post like some punk photo or like a hardcore photo with like that, and like just switch it up.
That culture's totally different. So
and then I was like, "What's going?" And then I'm getting people be like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" You know, super cool. Like they've never seen it before, ever.
Yeah, that's tight. That's fucking dope. And I think that it's weird because like in this situation, like shooting rappers and shit like that, it's like you're stuck in this bubble of like, all right, do I feed them the cool shit that they're used to? If I throw in shit that I think is personally cool to me, is that going to affect my following all this shit? And I feel like when you kind of let it go,
I just don't care anymore.
Why did you say you said you don't ever post photos of yourself? Is that like a thing?
I just don't want to sometimes, you know.
Why not, man? Show off that beautiful mug of yours, bro.
No. It takes a lot for me to want to post a photo of myself.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, I just sent you photos of me and Post together for, like, the first time.
I know. I asked him for it. Because I saw it. I thought you had posted that. I don't know how the fuck
That was literally just today. Like, and it was just like...
You took that photo today?
Yeah. The one of me and him together?
Dog, how weird is that I know... Like, I swear a week or two ago, I saw a picture... I swear to God, I saw a picture and it was like you three on a couch or something like that. Or like he was on a couch or you were there.
I was probably there, you know.
But you were like, it looked like a little stage, like, hey, or, you know, whatever. So I was like, oh, send me that picture. And then he actually said, that's fucking funny that the photo I thought was like him with his head on your shoulder and like best buds. I was like, send me that picture, the cute one.
Yeah, I mean, that was one. I posted it and then I was like, I'll leave it up for a day.
Yeah.
And then I'll delete it because I don't want it.
What's the theory behind that? That's interesting to me. Because a lot of people are clout people, like they want to be known.
I mean, I'm not against being known, but I don't really want I don't know, just... Yeah. It's cool if people don't know what I look like or...
That's fair.
Or, I don't know, I get self-conscious about it, I guess, and just weird.
Well, and it also makes it like I noticed when I was on tour, like because I'm just an idiot on my IG and I'd be like, screaming the whole time. Yeah. And as it, like, fans started following me more, I started, like, getting like at the show they would be like distracting me, you know what I mean? Like as I'm trying to shoot something, they'd be bad, or like I'm like I can't hear when my headphones are in or whatever. I'm like I look over, I'm thinking something bad's gonna happen, and then they're just like break your wrist or some shit like that, and I'm just like fuck.
I'll get like the front row people at the post show. They all know, like Adam, take photos of me. What? Right. And they'll write me after. Oh, I saw you, like super cool. Blah blah.
Hey, so you took a picture of me. Do you think you could send me that?
Oh, that's the worst.
Fucking please stop.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love all of you, but please, I'm not going to go through my photos and look through to see if I can find the third row. No you shot. To the right. Yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know it's cool. It's a cool moment for you, and if it happens, if I send you the photo, or if it's like just there, it's good there. But I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm sorry.
It's fucking. I don't understand why people think it's like you're a nightclub photographer.
Yeah, I mean...
It's one thing to capture fans in their essence, but I'm not really trying to capture a fan, and I'm sure you're this way too, but like, if a fan's like came there to pose for me to take a photo for whatever reason, like, yo, you're not... Like, you might be a real fan, yes. You probably do care about the music, and yes, you know I'm there, and you probably understand it, but like, I like capturing fans that are in the moment. Yeah. Some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's different.
And it's just like, I mean, they're not posing for me. They're like, hey, I think I might be in one of your photos. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm sure you might be. You know,
probably.
Like,
I took a couple.
I'm not gonna. Like, I'm so sorry, but I'm just not gonna. Like, it's so time consuming. If I could, you know, I probably would, but I'm just not gonna do it. Like,
so with what you're doing with Post right now, and you guys are busy, I'm sure you're gonna be with him forever. Like, he's never gonna let you go. Knock on wood.
I would have to fuck up super hard.
I don't see that happening, bro. Yeah. You're too scared all the time to fuck up something. You tippy-toeing around too much. Would you, what, are you doing anything like, in addition to shooting with him? Are you still working on like any other artists, or are you doing anything like with brands or anything like that?
Brands, no. I mean, not, I did a little run with Suicide Boys. Yeah. So I might be doing some stuff with them, and that's fun. Right. It's like a little bit more back to my roots. Yeah. You know, like the crazy shit.
Yeah, it should look nuts.
I mean, like, Post stuff is chaotic in its own right, you know, but it's different, like, live, you know? It's just different, like, it's just different, you know? You can't even, like, put them in the same realm just because, you know? And then, like, I'll do stuff with, like, Ghostbane and, like, stuff and, like, all my, like, you know, like, the underground stuff still, and I usually I haven't gone to that many punk shows anymore, which kind of sucks, but...
When will you have fucking time? That's the problem.
I know, but like, brands and stuff, no, it's just so busy with Post. Like, so when I'm done, like, tomorrow I'll go home and I'll sit and I'll chill because I don't have a job anymore besides this. You know, that's all I do.
Praise God.
Praise God. Yeah, I know. But then next week I go back to Dallas, you know, on the 26th. Oh, right. I'm back, and then we have our Post Malone festival on the 28th. Dope. And I'm back to Minnesota on the 29th, and then I'll do two shows in Minnesota. Then we're back somewhere else in November, and then we're back, and then we're going there, here and there and here. It's just
so you're booked
every weekend, you know? Yeah, almost, you know.
You did, and we talked about this I think in the first episode. You had done early a photo book
Yeah, in 2012.
2012. So
Yeah.
this was before you were shooting for any artist
Anybody, it was
specifically.
just all like street photos.
And it did well. He said that in that episode, it's like 800 people fucking showed up.
It was sick. It was so awesome.
Would you do it again? Now, think about like the archival shit that you have. Would you ever consider?
I would have to have somebody do it for me. I mean, I would. I'm not. It's just so. It's a lot of work and like.
What all did you do when you made the book? Because I think it's cool. I think
I did everything, but I didn't know how to do it. And I maybe like looking back on it, I hate the book now because like I post like I'd have like 12 photos on one page.
Oh,
you know,
like
it's
little,
like you couldn't. Yeah, just because I was trying to be like I want to get them all.
Yeah,
in, you know,
yeah.
and like didn't like let them
Pick the
breathe.
bangers.
And, you know, just like I screwed up on that one. But then I put out another book with like just like a festival centered one. Where it was like a street punk photo book.
The Irish.
No, it was like a street punk festival in Tulsa.
Oh yeah.
But and that did fine. How
did you go about that book? Did you?
I did the same way. I just.
But did
it
you
myself.
shoot it and then sell it online afterwards?
Yeah. And then, or they sold them at the festival or something like that.
They did?
It was kind of out of my hands. It was all online, I think.
Right.
But it was like real limited. But then another photo. I don't know if maybe I'll do another photo book, but who knows?
Well, I feel like now at this point, like you could collaborate with some people to kind of handle it in an easier way, where you could still like pay a homie to deal with some shit, and then but like
I probably don't think I'm gonna do like a
post book.
I mean, I don't know. That maybe happen. I don't know.
Hard.
Yeah, could be.
He got a merch store.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, you never know what's in the works.
Post if you're listening to this. Help my boy out with the book. Pretty. No, that'd be hard. I think that's like they did it on for. I'll show it to you over there. But I used it as like my yearbook for the Beyonce Jay-Z thing. They did like all this photo shoot in Jamaica when they shot all the content for our tour, and they made it like a cool book and they sold it on the tour. And it's just like the images look so fucking good printed. The way they designed it look amazing. Like that shit's such a good like table piece, And it's
who
cool.
Knows,
if you do
man? Who knows?
Yo, if IG gets deleted, bro. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Hey, who knows, buddy? I don't know what's in the works. You never know.
The fuck is this? A hint?
No, I don't hint of anything.
Okay.
I don't know nothing.
What about other merch? You got any other?
Oh, I got a t-shirt that's dropping. It's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out.
Talk about it.
No, it's gonna be out hopefully soon.
Yo, it's out in the streets right now.
Yeah, it's on the street. Post has it. He's wearing it right now.
He's literally do you think he's on Instagram?
I mean,
does he do stories?
No, he doesn't do stories. But let's see if there's
see if his boy did. So Adam made a shirt. I won't say it. I'll let him say it if he wants to, because it isn't technically out yet. But this podcast isn't coming out for like 6 more days.
Oh, it might not even be out then.
You don't think
Hold
so?
on. I'm trying to see if.
Are you gonna sell them?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell them. But
how are you selling them? Are you doing on like
a merch store?
Dog, do you have a website yet?
No.
Damn.
But there's like a merch store. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We will see. But it's not like it's gonna be funny.
It's funny.
It'll be for the fans, and everyone's gonna really like it.
This shirt's really dope. I need to get one. I'm gonna buy one.
I know.
This shirt's fucking funny.
I really wanna It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Okay. Actually, so stay tuned for whenever. I'm assuming you'll post on Instagram.
Yeah, it'll be up. I just want to get the good shot of him in it, and then hopefully he'll post it.
The one you showed me was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you gotta
get a TMZ one to repost.
Yeah, it'll be sick. No, it's gonna be what people are gonna go, what the fuck? Yeah, but it's so cool. I love it. It's gonna be sick.
All right, cool. Can't get him to tell you what it is on here, but we'll move on. But he's got merch coming, boys and girls.
And it'll be good. Trust me.
I always ask the community to ask you questions. I know you asked your fans too to send some questions, so I'll bust through some of them real quick. But before we get to that, I feel like, do we cover a lot? We did, we talked for a good 45.
Yeah.
These questions we can power through, and I know they asked some different shit, but
I don't know.
You've been killing it. It's just been like a victory lap, but you're also just getting started, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
But also you haven't. You're not just getting started, which is funny because we've been doing
13 years.
Fucking forever, bro.
Yeah, it's been 13 years that I've been doing photos. People probably oh, how old are you? They're like, you're probably 25. I'm like, I'm 31.
Every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, 30.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah. And I really respect people who are doing it young and stuff like that. But it took me a long time to I made mistakes. I did dumb stuff. I didn't take myself seriously at certain times.
Right.
But now all of that led me to where I need to be.
Right.
And I think even it took me a long time to realize just be I guess just make sure you don't give up on your own style, I guess, and just be like, because if it's right. If you think it's right, usually it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I love that. Like when I'll do a photo where I think it's like, I'm like, God, I know this is the right photo, and then people will be like, "That's the one." I'm like, I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it. Like,
you're like trying to predict the future.
Yeah, I'm like, don't back out of what you like. Even if you think it's gonna be weird, but if you know it's right, just do it. And like, that's
I love that.
Yeah,
I fuck with that 100%.
It's true.
Well, shit. Let's get to these questions. My people, Craig. You know Craig McCall? Yeah, I live with him.
Oh yeah.
He says, "Go."
Hat beard glasses.
Yeah, hat beard motherfucking glasses.
That's right.
My boy Nikos, he's also a new intern for Black with No Cream.
What's up?
He said, looking forward to this. How has each artist that you've closely worked with up to now influenced your photography style to change and evolve? For example, how do you feel the photos you took on Ferg's tour are different from the ones on Post?
Honestly, they're really not. They're not that different. I haven't really changed up my style too much. You know,
Right.
like I've gotten a lot cleaner, I think, and I've been like a lot more precise. You know, I don't like. I've learned to read people well and like just be like, okay, this is what this person likes, and this is what this person. You got to be able to do that really quick,
Right.
Like learn people's ticks and what they do and how they move and their own personal like time schedules and like
Right.
what they do, and being
That's
able to
that's
stay
good.
out of like certain people's way, like certain like, okay, no one wants the camera in their face all the time,
Right.
You know, back like maybe when on the Ferg tour, I was like glued to him, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, like, oh,
Ready
he's
to
up,
shoot.
like I'll let's go,
Yep.
you know, like at all times, you know. And Ferg liked that a lot more and Peep loved it. Like Peep would change his outfits and go, we'd walk around and do like he loved photos.
Yeah.
But like Post, I think is like everything is like led up to, like I keep on saying, like to working with him and how like it's. I think just being able to
No, I love that.
read people.
Yeah, that's super important. Is there? Let's see. I have no idea how to say this girl's name. Kiyama Mo? Maybe I don't know.
Nice to meet
Question:
you.
any unconventional advice for newbies?
Have your own style, and if you're like new to like like taking photos, I mean, just like learn your gear in like a certain way,
Right.
I guess. Like, but like have your own style, and you really only get a few chances to make a good impression on people, like because you're not gonna like even with promoters or venues or this and that. Like just learn the ropes and like learn the like do. I know it's kind of lame to say, like, but like there's rules, and if you're like doing like if you're not in people's way, and if you have a good reputation,
Respect.
respect. And like honestly, if you like, even if you want to be like a tour photographer, like 50% comes down to just not being a weird person.
Fucking facts.
Yeah, like I hate saying like, but a lot of photographers are fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just being honest. Like
Yeah.
I'll meet some of the weirdest people are photographers.
I know.
Or
Yeah,
like video
you're right.
people or something like that. I'm not like, I don't have like a specific person or
Right.
that, but I'll meet random ones and they're just punishers or weird or
Yeah.
like just super weird, like almost like, you know, like I'm a weird guy in like my own right, but I'm not like a weird person where it's like I'm painful to be around.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like I hope not, but like even like his management's always been like, you're great to be
So
around.
they're like, you're not weird. Thank you.
Yeah, or even like, you can be around. You know, like when to, you just know how to be a regular person.
Right. Yeah.
Or,
think
you know-
about it. Could you imagine bringing out someone and then they get mad weird in front of Jimmy Fallon, and you're
Yeah.
just trying to kick it at a bar, and
You're
all of a
like,
sudden you're like,
yeah.
hey, Jimmy, do you want to give me your phone number?
Yeah, exactly. Stuff
Fuck
like
out of
that.
here.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, it's just like
Jesus.
you're working sometimes. You got to remember it's a job. Like comes down to it. Like obviously it's a super cool job, and like I love Post, and like we're friends, and like all the people on tour are my friends and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing what you're supposed to, people are going to notice.
Right.
Or if you're being weird, you only get a lot. Like I said, like if you start screwing up the motions of tour, you're out.
Over with.
Like I'm saying, like let's
Easy,
say
man. You're replaceable.
you're
It's
so replace. Like I mean, like
sad to say. Like I'm
Yeah.
not saying that someone's gonna come back and get your same style,
Yeah.
but they'll get someone and they'll let them learn the ropes if
Yeah.
you're fucking up enough
Yeah.
to be like, all right, you're over.
yeah, people will catch on quick.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that many whoops,
Yeah.
you know, I'm saying like, I'm sure, especially even on your tour, people would, you know,
Yeah. Shit.
I feel like they'll just grab you off the you're gone for eternity.
Yeah,
you
it'd
know?
be crazy.
But it's also, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm, like, I just tell other people, like, if you, like, don't be weird.
That's
You
it.
know, like, that's like a big thing about tour photography.
So everyone
Just
understand. Do not be
Don't
fucking
be weird.
Thank you.
Don't be a weirdo,
All right.
please.
This dude, Thomas Wasinski,
Yeah.
he says, how does he get posts to have only captions of an IG to be a credit that says photo Adam DeGross?
I don't know where that really.
That's boss.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like uncharted waters almost. You know, it's like.
He said, what if we all got shouted out by artists that we shoot for? Any advice on how to maneuver that caveat?
That's up to the person. You know?
Did you ever say anything to him, or did he just start doing that?
It just happened.
It's fucking dope.
I asked. I was like, one day I was like, will you post my? Well, because they did it. Like he did it. You know, it was like it just said photo by Adam DeGross, and I got thousands of people. Because like, you know what terminal velocity is? Like I'm pretty sure I can get it. Or you're falling and you fall and you're going so fast, but then also you can't fall any faster because you weigh a certain amount, and then you just hit a certain plateau. Like in the beginning, I got thousands and thousands of people just like falling, like coming in. Like, but now when like he does it, it's just like people trickling. It's still going. But in the beginning, it was like I was like, dude, this is amazing. Like, it's so, and I got like a rush from it. Obviously, like it was so cool.
Right.
So I was like, will you just do that? I think it just became a thing.
That's
you
dope.
know? And I was just like, all right, photo by, you know, cut and paste. You know, it's like, I don't know. I can't like speak on why like any other, you know, like I mean, I don't know.
I think I would say,
do all photos need captions sometimes?
They don't, but I also think that, like I said earlier, it's a currency, right? So
yeah, it is. Like, you know, it's definitely fight worthy. Like when you're negotiating your contract or whatever it may be with that person, I think that it's a conversation to have with the artist and in any and
case.
that was a little add-on to, you know.
Yeah,
it was great,
dude. I mean, think about it. Like, it's literally a currency. You can now go and say like, "Hey, I'm fucking influence of whatever," and sell that shit. So, definitely fight for that shit. This dude Caleb Olson says, "Tell Adam to email me back about Posty Fest." Ha ha ha.
That I did actually. I can't.
Get anyone else in?
No, I don't think I'll be able to. Sorry,
guys.
I'm trying to see about my stuff. I'm not.
Yeah, I got loads of Adam fans. I'm just gonna these questions. Let's do them. Just bang them out quick. Okay.
All right.
Rapid fire. This person just says Abigail says, tell Adam to date me. Just kidding. But on a real note, has he ever thought about doing an internship for an up and coming photographer? His experience is awesome. I think he should share it with someone.
No, I haven't thought about doing an intern because I don't know what that would entail. Because I mean, obviously they probably just want to come to the show and shoot. Like I can't I can't do that. You know, I'm not going to hold someone's hand.
Do you think you could ever have like a photo assistant or something like that? Maybe like to help you edit quicker or anything? Would you ever need that?
No, I like doing because that's a lot of my stuff comes from the editing.
Right.
You know, I don't want to like be like we'll set on like some presets and throw them out there because like I'll go back and look through. It's the bad part is like I could go through old photos and like look like for certain artists and pull them out because they usually look the same.
Yeah.
But with Post, his stuff changes every. It's almost like chapters. Okay, first face tattoo. Now this. Now the haircut. So it's like I really have to be like on the ball. Mm-hmm. Like we got the haircut. Okay, all my photos previously are done.
Are old.
Like I can't use them no more. Like now I got you gotta get good photos now. Mm-hmm. Oh, he got another face tattoo. All these photos are out. You know, it's like I gotta be going, and so I can't like I don't know.
It's like a new look. It's like a costume change. Yeah. Like we did that.
But for interns, I don't know. I just don't think I have any use for that. And it'd be cool to like put somebody on, but like I do that already with like people who have been like working. You need a
reason why.
Yeah,
you got to make their time value, like your time to give to them and their time giving to you valuable.
And then it falls on you. Like, what if they screw up? What if they do something weird? You know, or like you bring them around, they just do something.
No, true.
And I don't want to have to put my name on anybody else. Like, you know, or like be responsible for somebody.
That's
you know?
Good. That's a good reason. Yeah. All right. Let's see. This person says, Lish F. Is school for the arts worth it? A lot of directors, photographers, etc. say no, and some say yeah, basically. So did you go to school for photography, and did it help? Quick responses, because I know we talked about this in the first.
No, I didn't go to school for photography. I didn't even graduate community college.
Smart.
Yeah, I went for a little bit, and I just didn't like it. Art school, I don't ever want to say people shouldn't go to school. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe you can get to where you're going a lot faster, and you can learn certain things. But I think getting in debt is like such a scary thing, and it'll like hinder people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I had to pay back student loans, I don't think I'd be able to do creative things because I'd have to be in the workforce all the time, and it's just, you know, it's just scary to me.
And you're in a real world working environment to where you can learn in the natural habitat of like what you're going to school to learn to be in. So.
Yeah. So I mean, like I never found it. I never thought I needed it really, but like if you want to go to school and do it, do it. I mean, obviously there's not like there has to be, you know, a reason, you know.
Yeah.
But I get scared with people like, oh, I'm in debt, but for, you know.
It's like fuck.
Yeah, to do that, I'm like, oh man, like I feel like I'll see it in people's faces when I say it to them, and they're like,
yeah, they're like, shit.
And I'm just saying, like, but it took me 13 years, and I lived a really tough life for like a while. Like I really did. Like it was a lot of shit. You know, I ate shit a lot. You know, but it's all worth it now. Facts. You know, but I never thought, you know, like I never was like, damn, I should have went to school to do this. You know, I never would cross my mind to go to an art school.
So hope that makes sense. I got a shit ton of your Post Malone fans hit me up saying, what does one thing that Austin does that annoys Adam? This one was kind of funny to me. I was like, yeah, so what does Post do to annoy you, dog? Talk on your boss.
To annoy me?
Yeah.
He doesn't like to pose for photos.
That is annoying sometimes.
And it's not the word. It's just, it'd be cool. Like I'll see like a amazing scene. Yeah. And it'll just like,
bye.
I can't.
I hate that.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, I don't know. He's cool.
Right.
He's everything. I mean, he's super funny, and he's like a real, like everything you see in like interviews. It's him. It's him. He's 100% that guy.
You could tell just like TMZ shit that's hilarious. That always pops up as like related, and he's just walking around like mad normal and just like no, he's probably a good.
He's super cool. And like I've never actually been around a celebrity that will actually any fan that comes up to him. Like I don't want you to like swarm him or nothing, but like if you have like he'll pose for photos and he'll be cool about it, and he'll he'll sign your stuff, and he's cool. Like, you know, he's not gonna be. He'll do it even if you're like just like, hey, will you please? Like he'll be all right.
Right.
You know, I'll come on. I saw him on tour. He'll walk up to the gate and everyone's still waiting. He'll wait. Like, hey, I'll get your photos. Cool. All right. See ya.
Crazy.
And, you know, he's one of the biggest people in the world.
Super huge.
You know.
Fuck. All right. Now we're actually going to do rapid fire shit.
All right, go.
I know we sit here and talk on these ones. This girl Gabby said, advice on what type of images to include in a portfolio. Should they be diverse, represent your style, multiple images from the same shoot, or individual images as far as different styles? So I guess you probably haven't really ever had to turn in like a photo portfolio for a job, but like...
I would say diverse. I mean,
stay
probably.
Diverse.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fuck it. Diverse.
Sure.
Be diverse in your work. Show different scales.
But make sure it's all cohesive to your brand.
Right.
You know?
So your style, but your style.
Don't do like, I mean, I guess not like a bunch of headshots or...
Right.
Just show, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Crocker Still says, what's the best way to develop credibility as a photographer?
Like I said, have your own style and be unique, and just be just be an artist. Be an artist, right. You know? Like everybody can get a photo of certain people, like, you know, but be an artist. Yeah. Facts. Make sure that if the name wasn't associated to the to the photo, your photo would still stand up. Right. You know? Yeah. Piff Peterson is a kid from Minnesota who wants to be like you, and he basically asks you to tell your in-depth story of how you got started. Episode 1. All right. Daniel James said his main question, he likes the podcast. Thank you, dude. How do you go about charging your client? It's on a client-to-client basis. There's no real set anything. That's a weird thing. Like it's a guessing game, like bro. We're like, I'm sure you get paid different than me. I get paid different.
Yeah.
Someone who works for this person get paid. It's all different. It's just comes down to certain things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no real like almost pioneers in this world of like, it's like we're needed. You know,
we need a union, bro. They're probably well. I mean, there is a union, but
yeah,
I mean,
but it's like different.
Another union for like
social media
touring
yeah,
bitches.
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. It makes no. I don't know. There's no.
The BTS union.
Yeah, there's no rules. No rules.
Just know your worth. That's it. Ian says, if you could have photographed any band back in the 80s or 90s, who would it be?
Bad Brains.
Bad Brains. Boom. Moving on. Last couple more. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
H. May's photo says, what's the most stressful? I asked you that, actually. I asked you about your stressful moments on tour. Oh, wait. You were on the plane, bro. That was crazy when I thought you were on that.
Well, that was stressful for other reasons.
Yeah.
We were in the air, me and two other guys. Like, so what happened with that plane was they took off and they had to land or something like that. Or, like, they took off and the wheel popped.
Yeah.
And then they had to, like, fly around and jettison fuel and be light enough to land again. But when that was happening, I don't know, like it was just all over the news and we were getting updates from people were freaking out.
You were on another flight.
I was on a different flight because private jets are only so big, you can't fit everybody on. So there was too many people. So me and one other guy had the short straw of like, you know, like, and sometimes like I wasn't able to do like the private jet. I would have to do the commercial one. Like, if I, like, for some reason, if my flight didn't show up, the show can go on. It sucks. I hate saying it, but it's
yeah, they need to get
like if the sound guy doesn't show up, like, oh, you know, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But so anyways, we're on the flight and I had to buy the Wi-Fi and I call, like, the only thing I could like get a hold of my like one friend, be like, call my parents, make sure like they know I'm okay.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, oh my god, like all my friends are up in the air, like it's scary, like
yeah, because they're sitting there like supposed to fly to Europe.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when we landed in London, and we're like, are they okay? Like they're landing right now. Oh my god, like the land's fine. Like
fucking nuts, huh?
It was scary, man. It was a scary time. Like it was just like so.
What did everyone say about like when you started calling everyone? What were they feeling like on the plane? Was it nuts?
I mean, like, I wasn't talking to any of the people on the plane.
But I mean, like, after it was all said and done. Yeah, the homie's like, yo, or was it just like,
I mean,
it was cool?
No, it was, apparently it was scary.
I bet.
I mean, just a huge pop and then smoke, I guess. And, you know, I didn't ask too many in-depth questions. I was just so happy that they were all good, you know?
I'm sure they're
but it was just, it was just a scary thing. I mean, we fly all the time.
Yeah,
man. I mean, a lot of people fly all the time, but it's just like, wow, that actually happened.
Right.
To, like,
a superstar too.
Yeah, or just like everybody that you know is like, oh my god. It wasn't even like oh no, Post. It was like, oh my god, Blair and
all the people, everyone, the squad.
Willie's on that flight. Oh my god, just like
that's fucking
it was like,
crazy.
oh, all my friends are on this like flight. It was just terrified. I was like almost like in full blown like panic.
Yeah.
Like it was just.
God
it was
damn.
a lot, dude.
I'm glad they are all good. I remember watching. We were in like Nashville or something, and they're like, "Yo, did you see Post Malone's plane?" I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yo, Adam's probably on that fucking flight." I'm trying to text you, like, "Bro, are you good? Like, what the fuck's up?"
It was scary.
I bet. Fuck. Moving on. Justin SOS says, "How many video and photo? Jesus Christ, I can't talk. How many motherfucking people are there doing BTS?" And you've already answered it. One.
Me.
Just you.
Just
Rockstar shit. Do you feel? Nah, because you said they're not really like high demanding of that.
I mean, if I wasn't providing them photos, I feel like I get like 2-3 good photos every day.
That's what you're going for, is like 2 or 3 is like your max.
Yeah, like I usually like on tour or even when I'm out doing projects, I really probably think I do get good photos every day.
Yeah,
like at least one postable photo that's like good,
right?
Like a really good photo,
right? Like the fire shit.
Yeah.
How much? Are you only texting him that one, or do you send posts like 15?
I'm getting pretty good at narrowing it down.
I like what
these
he likes.
Ones, these ones are good. I'll sometimes I'll be like, wow, I'll send him like 20 photos.
Yeah,
like
these ones are fire. Huh?
Yeah, but then like it's funny because he doesn't always text me back, and then I'll just be like, I'll pop up, and be like, all right,
yeah, he sees him eventually, right? Let's see. Let's wrap this bitch up. All right, hold on, wait. This girl Zoe says, "Can you tell Adam to tell post that Zoe, Amber, some other name, Abby, Lauren, Natalie, and Sarah,
she wrote me
Marina,
too.
Kendall,
No.
all love him. So, can you pass it along?
Sure.
He says sure.
Yeah.
Maybe let's wrap this up.
All right.
This is gonna be the last question.
All right.
Advice? No, we already asked this. This guy just says he loves us. No, we're huge inspirations. That's cool. He was just basically asking advice for photographers, videographers trying to get their own style.
Figure it out.
Shoot shit, man.
Yeah, just go to things outside your comfort zone. You
Yeah,
know,
I
like,
love that.
Yeah, push yourself, because I was just doing one thing and then I switched to rap, and I was like completely outsider.
Yeah.
And like, despite what people think, I've only been shooting rap for like a couple of years, you
Right.
know? But like, I went out of my company and it just took off. You know, You'll never know. You have no idea what's gonna happen. You know.
That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, bro.
Well, fuck, we covered a lot of shit here, man.
All my questions are just the same as yours.
I had to field through a couple of them, and
I'm like, okay, yeah.
most of them.
And I don't know. Post is a cool guy.
Shout out to Post for fucking setting you up, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good year. I'm excited to see where shit goes for you for 2019 when we do part 4 of the podcast.
Yeah, no, I hope.
Hopefully, I have a studio by then. We're not in my
Yeah.
kitchen anymore.
No, I don't know. Man, it's gonna be crazy. I hope I can put a few people on.
Doug,
And like do
for
and
sure.
give back to some of my friends or some of the people, even around the country. You know,
Right.
like some of the photographers I've seen that have been like really working or
Yeah,
whatever. Maybe one day I can help some other people out.
yeah. I'll find a way. I'd love
But it's
to
crazy. It's crazy that like, do you feel too sometimes where like, do you know like the community? Like, do you know the people and like starting to meet all the other photographers?
Yeah,
and stuff.
You
It's
really
cool.
start to pick up on people or like
Yeah.
recognize them, and then
Yeah.
you're shooting shit. And you're like, oh, homies with whoever, and
Yeah.
this kind
It's
of
cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be like.
It is super
in it.
fun. Yeah, where it's like, okay, like it's like almost secret stuff. Like, okay, you like
Yeah.
I know you, you know me.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's tight,
You know?
right?
Yeah, it's
you have
super
like
cool.
the homie pass, and you're
Yeah.
like able to bounce around, like
Yeah.
you know, because then that shit's cool because it's like a real actual community, like we were talking about. Like
Yeah.
there's this level, and people aspire to be like that, and it's cool when you make it to that because you've been
Yeah.
thinking about that for ever.
And then you're like, okay, they'll come to Minnesota and I'll see them, or I'll see them at
Yeah.
some show, and then we'll hang out. And it's like they become your friends.
Right.
You know, you might never even meet them in real life except
Right.
for that one time, and then
Crazy.
for those first 3 songs, and they're running around.
I love that
Like,
shit.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's up,
fucking tight. Is there anything else you want to add? This is a good one.
man? Trying to think.
What kind of lens you say you shot with?
I don't know. I don't shoot with lenses.
I don't shoot with
I don't shoot with those.
Premiere or Final Cut? How do you edit
Final
your
Cut.
videos? Do you do it in Final Cut? Mm-hmm. This guy, why?
Wait, videos?
Yeah, videos.
Oh, Premiere. Sorry.
You do?
Yeah.
The fuck are you editing in Final Cut?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What was I saying?
You said, I was like, you're like, I don't fucking know.
I don't
man.
know.
I just cut this shit. So
Yeah. No, and that's brand new to me too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, video was new when you started doing Ferg shit.
Yeah.
Well, we talk about it in episode 2.
That's what I think I was there for, wasn't it?
What?
Filming the video?
For what?
Ferg?
You were doing video. You did photos too.
Well, that's why I was in LA that time, wasn't it?
Oh. The first one? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't remember either.
I don't know. It had to have been. All right.
Yeah.
If people made it this far and I'm going to have them comment on your last Instagram post, whatever it is, at the time they're hearing this, and they can put a hashtag so that we know that they've finished this fucking podcast because they're troopers. What do you want the hashtag to be?
Oh my God. Hashtag dingus. DINGUS. Shout out Bobby.
Okay. If you made it this far, hashtag dingus. Make sure to I want them to be able to support you, and it sounds like the only way to do that is just by following you on Instagram whenever you
Follow
sell
me on
merch.
Instagram. Get the merch.
That's it.
Do that. I'm honestly really floored by all the support, and I know a lot of people are just really into posts, which is cool.
Right.
But also people are becoming really into my photos.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a lot of like great comments and people in my messages saying how I inspired them, and I just, if I don't respond to you, I'm sorry all the time. Like, not you, but people.
Yeah.
But no, if someone tells me like a real heartfelt thing, I'll respond. But it's like, it's been really nice to see kids like write me or like do their school reports about
Right. It's
me.
crazy,
It's
bro.
just crazy. And it's become like really overwhelming, like really heartfelt. I feel like it's super nice.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's really, 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 really. It's crazy. I never thought it'd be like
You're killing it, man. That's what happens when you start killing shit.
I know, but it's like it's impactful. Like I'm glad I'm impacting their life, but like in like a fucking crazy way. You know, I never thought it'd be like that for me.
That's
and it really, all those messages really actually like hit home and make me feel really.
Yeah, it's
good.
motivating.
Yeah, it's good. It makes you feel great.
Well, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
you killed this one. How you want to end it?
I don't know, man. Post Malone doesn't stink. That's fact.
Bye. That's it for episode 36 with Adam DeGross. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Make sure to follow Adam on Instagram so you can start fucking with what he's doing. You can find all his social links in the show notes as well as the past 2 episodes. Visit bwnc.com/podcast for that shit. And if you watch the podcast on YouTube, drop a review in the comments. We love that. If you listen on iTunes, leave us a review so we know that we're lit. And if you're interested in joining Black with No Cream's private group for creators, visit bwnc.com/join. Merch store is currently shut down. We got some things in the works, so stay woke on that. And subscribe to Black with No Cream on every platform possible. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. That's all I got for you. So see you next week, you bitch.